What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. Now, there's a little word around the campfire, a little rumor going on. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but word on the street, on these NBA streets, is that the Golden State Warriors want to get involved in the Kevin Durant fiasco, the Kevin Durant trade nonsense. Now, if this does happen, because the Golden State Warriors got way better assets to offer the Brooklyn Nets than the Phoenix Suns, even though Kevin Durant wants to go to the Phoenix Suns, all the teams that offer better assets and potential all-stars are teams that he didn't sign off on. But nevertheless, wow, look at all that noise in the background. Okay, anyway, nevertheless, if he goes to the Golden State Warriors, I'm going to be the first to tell you this. Golden State Warriors not only will repeat, but they may be able to win championships for the next season as well. They may be able to two-peat it again with Kevin Durant, making them a three-peat with Steph Curry, well, at least. So you pick Kevin Durant in that system, on that team, again, they win another championship. On paper, they're better than the Lakers, all right? If the Lakers get Kyrie Irving, that's still a better team, the Golden State Warriors, on paper, than the Lakers are, because you got Kevin Durant and LeBron. LeBron is not going to be able to guard Kevin Durant by no stretch of the imagination. And then you will have LeBron. He'll get his numbers, he'll get his stats. But question is, will they be effective stats or empty stats? I'm leaning towards the empty stats more. Just to save face, he'll get his numbers, right? So then you add that to the equation. You got Kyrie versus Steph Curry. That could go either way sometimes, but for the most part, I'm going to give the edge to Steph Curry. He proved himself, especially this season. He's the better player. Then you got the role players and the bench. The Warriors outmatched the Lakers in that. The Lakers may be top heavy because they're not going to have much of a bench or a good supporting cast for that matter, all right? So you're going to need a couple of assets, you know, in that aspect. But the Golden State Warriors could offer Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, Jordan Poole, draft picks. They could offer a lot of stuff for Kevin Durant, and that's more of a better offer. And I wouldn't start negotiating unless you pin Andrew Wiggins' name in here, because he's the only guy that could average double digits, and he was rumored, and he was labeled as an all-star. So at least you'd be getting an all-star back in return with draft picks. I think that's the perfect route to go if you're the Brooklyn Nets. Now, do I want to see Kevin Durant back on the Golden State Warriors? No. Because it'd be almost back to same old song again, right? They won't be as super as they first hooked up. But nevertheless, if Klay Thompson gets back into form and he emerges to be an all-star and one of the best shooters in the game, it's still a very big advantage they have over a lot of other teams that no other team in the league pretty much will have. And do I want to see it? Hell to the no. Okay, so, but if that does happen, the West would get more stacked. Okay, you have a lot of depth. It's not written in stone that they're going to get to the finals, but they will have lots of pieces. I mean, even if they trade for Kevin Durant, it's not like they're going to get rid of their whole team for Kevin Durant. They're still going to have some of those role players on that roster. And they're already signed or rumored to be signing TJ Warren, a good defensive piece. There's a lot of good role players up for the grabbing that the Warriors could take. They signed that European shooter, so they could take him. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you could get to fill in the gaps. But if you got Kevin Durant on your team, there's no buts, ifs about it. If you have a chance to put him on your team, you put him on your team. If you're the Golden State Warriors, they don't care, Even though they proved they could win without him. Kevin Durant is the only guy that's going to look silly because you're joining the team again, proving that you can't win without the help of the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry. Sports out. Peace.